everyone, and welcome back to segment 2 of day 3 of Shamrock Week in our morning update studio, Shamrock Week edition. I'm Joe Knapp, Executive Director of Advancement here at the Aquinas Institute.
And I'm Lisa Martone, the Aquinas 1 Coordinator, Class of 97 here at Aquinas. So fun today.
I tell you, with Jerry, we're sorry if we had some technical difficulties. We missed, I think, part of the start of the broadcast, but we knew it was going to happen. We joked about it, but it happened. Jerry Maguire broke the internet.
He did. I mean, are we surprised?
No.
I'm not.
Because you want to know who breaks the internet? The Chuck Norris of Aquinas. That's our winning entry.
Yes.
Jim Sharon with the Chuck Norris of Aquinas.
I mean,
it's perfect.
Doesn't get better than that.
Does not get any better than that.
I gotta say.
This week has been outstanding, everyone. Thank you so much for your support. Yesterday we had Joe O'Donnell step up with that. Joe O'Donnell from Class of 77. Oh, that's right. I always do that. Pat O'Donnell. Pat, I'm sorry.
Pat's brother.
Pat's brother, Joe. Pat O'Donnell with the challenge of $10,000 for matching gifts. We reached that by 12:30.
Yep.
Marty Kennedy, of course, on St. Patrick's Day. $15,000 matched today by before 12:30.
Yeah.
The Wegman family, because of Mr. McGuire, Phil and Ann Wegman, gave another $15,000 just to match that right out of the gate, because Jerry had such a strong impact on their kids here at Aquinas. And something else has just come up, right?
Yeah, we have another challenge from Sam Guerry, Class of 1983. And he's challenging his classmates with a match of $5,000. So that's $5,000 for anyone who gives from the Class of 1983. And I have to say, Class of 96 is still in the lead in terms of participation. So Class of 83, you have a shot to come up. Class of 96 is number 2.
Nice
to
job,
get on the
Sam. I love that you're doing the matching gift, and it looks like your class is going to need that push, because I don't even see them in the top 10 right now. So
thank you, Sam.
Yeah,
we're looking
thanks,
forward
Sam.
to that.
That is outstanding.
And that starts right now.
Let's check on our goals and see how we're doing, because we've got some exciting news to share. All right, let's look first. Do we want to talk about the one we don't have yet, or do we want to let's celebrate the ones we have?
Let's look at the positives.
You are so glasses half full. All right. Right now, we are at 260 gifts to the Aquinas Fund. Our goal was 218 to take us to 1127.
Yep.
Do we have any? So I always love doing this. Boom. What number are we at now? 218.
1149.
All right, perfect.
No. Yeah. No, 1169. Sorry.
All right, perfect. I'm not sure what down Dewey Avenue is 1169, but
we're not going there today.
Probably Dewey Auto and Tire is probably what the address is there. Now, this is exciting because as we look at the directory, I checked this just before we came on the air. What was our goal, Lise?
402.
402 Augustine Street, home of the Brazilian Fathers. We are at 402 on AQ
That
Evermore.
is crazy.
Nice job.
Holy luck of the Irish.
Bob Gibbons, class of 65. Andrew Bazzelli, class of 99. Melissa Meyer, class of 95.
Ooh, I see Mike McPherson
and Mike
on there.
McPherson, class of 97. Our last 4 to sign up. Keep sharing the word on AQ Evermore. It's such a wonderful platform for engagement for the Aquinas community.
It is. It's awesome. So please keep registering. Tell your friends to register. Start posting some content, some photos, all that good stuff.
Awesome. Awesome. All right.
Ooh, today, 100 days graduation. We had Bishop Matano on campus. Amazing.
This is what we gave all the kids today as they left, all of our seniors, because, as usual, Bishop let them go.
I wish they had that tradition when I was here.
We've got some pictures from our 100 Days Mass. Why don't we take a look at those, Peter? right, love 100 Days Mass, and as you can see, it's a little different, but the kids still get a lot out of it, and it's always great that Bishop Matano celebrates that 100 Days Mass for us. I think he gets a kick out of letting the kids go early.
I think he does too.
You said you didn't have that?
No, we didn't.
I'm willing to bet that you guys did. I just know the type of student you are, and you just stayed.
I was like no, you know what?
Everyone else go.
You guys go.
I got some work to do.
I gotta get to an A+.
Lisa Brown's got some work to do.
Right.
So some of the class of '97 is going.
Yeah.
He's right.
Yeah. Well,
He's
we'll
right.
see. I'm sure they'll comment.
Maybe you stuck around and helped me with some recruitment stuff. As you can see from the picture you posted yesterday.
I was heavily dedicated to recruitment.
All right. So the 100 Days Mass is a perfect transition to our next guest, Sister Julie Vieira, AQ class of 1990. Among the many things that she has done, she's actually doing what we're doing this week and engaging, because she started a Nun's Life ministry. It's an online ministry engaging with people in over 200 countries around faith, vocation, and the joys and struggles of daily life. R.J. Polston caught up with Sister Julie via Zoom.
I'm Jay Polston, class of 1990 from the Aquinas Advancement Office, and I'm here with fellow class of 1990 classmate, Sister Julie Vieira. And Julie, long time since I've seen you, but
I know, it's great to be with you.
And we're celebrating Shamrock Week, and we're celebrating all things Aquinas. And a big part of our history is vocations that have been taken from our alumni over the years, going back decades. Tell us a little bit about your vocation.
Well, I'm glad to do that. I'm an Immaculate Heart of Mary sister from Monroe, Michigan, and I've been a sister now for 21 years. I can hardly believe that. It feels like only 10 years ago that we were in school together. So I've been living as a Catholic sister for all these years, and have been in many different kinds of ministries and lived in different kinds of communities, and have just really enjoyed serving people and growing in my relationship with God.
That's excellent. So obviously going to Aquinas, there's a strong part of it is our faith and the Catholic Church. And is there any was there anything that led you from Aquinas to where you are now?
Well, certainly everything before us brings us to these moments. And for me, I was in my faith class with Miss Kathleen Mahoney, and she was teaching us about social justice and how important it is in our Catholic life. And we watched a film called Roses in December. It was a documentary about the 4 women who were martyred in El Salvador. And I was so struck by that, and I remember thinking, what is it that is so amazing to these women that they would be willing to give up their life for it, that they would die for this? And, I did some real soul searching and just wondering about my life, like, what is it that I would be willing to give my whole life for, and even my death if that were called for. And so I got interested in doing work as a missioner, in serving people and helping the poorest of the poor, the most vulnerable. And that led me to studying in Toronto. And honestly, when I got to college, I didn't think twice about a religious vocation, because I didn't even think twice about this missionary work that I wanted to do, because college life kind of took over. But it came back to me again in graduate school of how am I living my life? How do I want to orient it towards God? And so that's when I started to think about different vocations. I thought, well, I can have a vocation of being married. I could have a vocation as being a single person, quite possibly even to be a religious sister, but probably not that. I am not cut out to be a nun. And lo and behold, it was the lifestyle that really suited me and that allowed me to be most fully who I am. And in that, I have found relationship with God, that service to the most vulnerable, the poorest of the poor, and to be able to play a role in people's lives to encourage them, empower them, and help them seek God and be fully themselves.
That's great. That's fantastic. Well, let you know, there's a picture, but a sketch of the four sisters that you refer to actually still hanging at Aquinas. So I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So as you mentioned, everything before you kind of makes you who you are. So we have the AQ5 for you.
Okay.
And these are for our alum. When you were at Aquinas, what were you involved in? What extracurricular activities were you involved in?
I played basketball, soccer, softball. I was in a choir, believe it or not, for South Pacific. I was just one of those little choir girls because I couldn't sing very well. But I loved that, and I was the editor for the yearbook.
That's right.
So just a few things.
I would say quite a bit. Do you have a favorite memory of your time at Aquinas?
I think probably one of my favorite memories was being on the sports teams, because when I first joined came to Aquinas, I joined the soccer team because I was so shy and I wanted to be able to meet people before school started. So for me, the teams were just such a great support. For me personally, it was a way to get to know people and to have those friendships up to today.
That's great. Something we all have had in common. We all went to the cafeteria. What was your favorite lunch at the cafeteria?
Oh, hands down, French fries, Diet Coke, and Ho-Hos.
I told people it's gonna be French fries. The French fries are gonna be in there.
Those rocked.
You kind of alluded a little bit to it earlier. Is there one way in particular that you would say Aquinas prepared you for life in general, whether it be specifically your vocation or just generally in life?
In general, it was the holding together of the academic life, the faith life, and the work on behalf of other people, service. Those three things, it was like that's what helps make a person strong and complete and able to serve in the world.
Great. So I won't share, people can do the math how long we've been out of Aquinas, but if you could go back in time and talk to senior Julie, her senior year, and maybe give her some advice, or what would you say to senior Julie?
Oh, I would just tell her to be herself, to not worry about being shy, being too loud, too quiet, too smart, too athletic, to just go out there and shine and be fully yourself.
That's great advice. Julie, thank you so much for joining us. Wish you the best and hope to see you in person soon.
Thanks so much. God bless.
Pleasure.
Well, that was great. And if you want to check out more with Sister Julie Vieira on the Nuns Life Ministry, if you go to nunslife.org, there's a list of a bunch of different podcasts that have really cool content featuring a lot of different nuns around the country and the work that they're doing today.
That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, so we've got another live guest in studio with us now. A lot of alums ask me, how are we doing enrollment-wise? So we brought in our resident expert, Meredith Caulfels, Associate Director of Advancement for Enrollment and Communications. You come from the Jenny Dede School of Titles.
It's a long one for sure.
No? So, yeah, definitely. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah, I blame you.
come up with that.
So Meredith has been at Aquinas for 7 years, right? Mm-hmm. And I mean, basically, you got a promotion in the middle of a pandemic with the enrollment stuff, and
Yes.
how's it going?
Well, it's definitely an interesting year to step into this role, but we've been pivoting as we've needed to do, and it's actually been really great. So, enrollment-wise, we are trending up, which I mean, we're thrilled about that. So, coming into this school year, we had seen an increase for our 6th, 8th, and 10th grades. Even having a waiting list for those, and like I said, we're trending the same way now for the coming fall, and that's exciting.
And when we saw that trend uptick in enrollment, that had to do with because we were on campus 5 days a week. I was going to say 5 days a week, 5 days a week, but 5 days a week in person.
I mean, in addition to the faith-filled education, parents definitely see the value in having their children on campus in person 5 days a week, which is exactly what we were able to provide for them. So.
And I know a question that follows up to that. Well, do we hope that obviously hope that those kids are going to stay, but you surveyed a lot of those families, right?
Yes, we sent out a very specific survey to those families who had expressed that they had come to Aquinas for those reasons. just recently, and the feedback was overwhelmingly positive that, they came for this reason, but they're staying for others, and their intention is to absolutely stay here with us, which is...
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I always say, you just got to get them in the door and see what specialness is happening here.
Exactly.
Is that a word?
Exactly.
We get Jerry Maguire in here. He was an English
He was an
teacher.
English
I
teacher.
didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. So,
We'd ask him about the comma.
yeah, true.
So, just being on the team as well and watching you work through this pandemic and coming up with creative ways, can you share with us some of the ways that you've been still connecting with students?
Yeah.
Prospective students, I should say.
Yeah. In the spring, when everything shut down, we moved our Welcome In Wednesdays, which are our traditional shadow days, as you probably remember doing, alums when you were looking at Aquinas. We moved those online. So we did do that process virtually. However, come this fall, we did welcome people back on campus. Still, again, like I said, we had to pivot. We couldn't pair kids up and have them go around for a full day with students just so we could maximize the health and safety of everyone involved.
I'm just picturing a visitor just coughing all over our section.
It would have made no sense. So instead, we were having our Welcome In Wednesdays after school at 3:30.
There's one today.
There's one today, yes. I will go from here to there and welcome a couple prospective families in for a brief presentation. Principal Mancini and President Cook will be there, as well as myself, and we do a little presentation talking about the admissions process, mission, academics, and then we take them on a tour of campus. So like you said, half the battle is just getting them on campus to see that specialness that we all know exists being part of the Aquinas community. So we're thrilled that we can even do that still.
Yeah.
So
I will say one of the things that I thought was great is what you did for open house this year, whereas a lot of schools chose to either go virtual open house. I know some schools, we won't mention any in this area, that maybe pushed their open house to the spring. What'd you do with our open house?
So this was actually a very proud moment for me, I think, in my time here at Aquinas, being part of the advancement team and just the Aquinas team in general, the way everyone pulled together. We had our open house on campus and invited prospective families in, and we actually saw a lot of alums bringing their children back to get them in on the Aquinas experience and carrying on that tradition, which is awesome. And our hope, obviously, that you will do that. But we had prospective families sign up for time slots and made sure that we were distancing everyone appropriately, taking them through. We had students leading the tours. Their parents okayed them to do that.
Yeah.
So
Thank you, parents.
Yeah, thank you, parents, for supporting that endeavor. But it allowed prospective families to come into the building, meet our faculty, meet our staff, talk to students, and it was a wonderful success.
I think it was good too to see just how it is now, like in the pandemic. So even though we're here 5 days, obviously things are different. So it's good to be able to feel comfortable
Right.
with how things have changed, but a lot of things still stay the same. So you still get that family feel, but there might be different things that maybe you wouldn't have seen last year and years prior. So.
Right. So in addition to academics and faith and tradition, we're also now talking about the health and safety standards that we've implemented so that families know when their kids walk in here, it is the best environment that they can possibly be in.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, because the timing of that was, there was still a lot of questions. I think we still have a lot of questions, but we feel like we see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Right.
But that was still in October.
That was
We ended up
October.
seeing kids come in after the open house, like starting this school year, because the parents were so impressed too, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we are doing Welcome In Wednesdays every Wednesday for families who still want to come and check it out. I recommend, if you have school-age children who want to come see Aquinas, that you go to our website and click on that visit tab and sign up. So
I'm tearing up here. My protege, you sound so good. You sound wonderful.
we're also having a placement exam on March 31st. So any prospective 6th, 7th, or 9th graders, sign up.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
Awesome.
Great stuff. Thanks for sharing. I know our alums have a lot of questions on that, and you're knocking it out of the park. So great job.
Okay. Thanks.
All right. So we've been asking you to share. Hashtag AQ Shamrock Week.
Yep. People have been blowing up.
Yeah.
Let's see these posts.
Let's see some of these posts. You're out. Good job. Oh, hold on. I'm going to call you on.
Great job, Mary.
Hold on. Not yet.
What? Oh,
Not yet, Avery. But yeah, hold it.
yeah, we're not up.
All right, awesome. Well, we've got an open spot here. Let's do this. We've got Karen Dobson, our resident Vanna White here, but we're doing some training. So we have a Vanna White in training. Come on over here, Avery. Look at you, either spot. Look at this. All right, we got our trophy because that's a class challenge, class of 96 in the lead. Hey, Avery, hold on a sec. Wave to the camera. Say hi to your dad. He used to be on the TV. Awesome.
Class of 2027.
All right, so let's get ready now. Where in the building is
Where is he today?
Thomas Aquinas?
Let's see.
Where in the building is St. Thomas Aquinas? 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 Where in the building is St. Thomas?
So St. Thomas Aquinas was in the Martin J. Callahan Class of 45 chapel today. The chapel is one of my favorite places on campus. I go there a few mornings a week and just sit in silence and just take it in because it really is a beautiful place. Gotta say.
In a pandemic, you have to pick the right time, though, because we're also utilizing the chapel for
I did
some
go there once and the band was in there.
for some music
I was like,
lessons.
oh, okay.
So pick and choose your times carefully.
Right.
All right. So now we reveal where St. Thomas Aquinas was. All right, Miss Vanna White and Miss Vanna White Jr. Karen, look at this coming up here.
Yes,
All right.
here, Avery.
Look at
Wow,
that.
I
We got a
can't
lot
believe
today.
We are halfway through AQ Shamrock Week.
We are.
So exciting.
That's right.
Excellent. Come on, Avery, pick us a winner.
Pick a
This
good
is-
one.
Today.
Give it to Mr. Knapp.
Let's see. You can try. I always like when the kids try the names. Oh, Myra Areno.
Ooh.
Nice job, Myra. Man, that's our second staff person that's won
love
something. All right, now which one? Oh, let's do AQ Evermore, 402. This is exciting. All right, dig in there. Dig in there. Avery, that one you just get. Yeah, come on.
Oh, good grab.
Nice. Let's see here, bud. Dominic Bontempo, AQ class of 1999.
Fellow soccer coaches, I like it.
Nice. Awesome, Dominic. All right, and now for our donations. And I will say, this is what I love. The donations basket is getting bigger each day.
They had to get a bigger one.
Each day. Ooh, we lost one. Each day. Karina Amyat, AQ class of 89.
Karina.
Gives a
Avery was
biscuit.
excited.
Karina,
She's a dance
nice
fella.
job. I love it. All right, so
Wow,
those
that's
are our
exciting.
3 winners.
Thank you, Avery.
Yes.
Yes,
thank you,
Avery, excellent
Karen.
job. Karen, what do you think? Does she have a future in this?
She does. She'll be back.
Nice, I love it. I love it. All right, what else do we have here on our list? All right, we get Karen. Oh, hey, I think we're about done for the day. AQ,
Tomorrow we got to talk about.
I know, we're gonna, but I'm still so blown away. Blown
I
away
know.
by everything that everyone has done. This is so much fun. I'm getting messages from people. We've got so much engagement, so much involvement. 2 more days. Let's finish strong.
Let's do it.
What's tomorrow
Don't
look
give
like?
up. Tomorrow it's all about the class of 2021. I personally really like the class of 2021. They're a great group of kids. They not only went through a pandemic last year, but then they're also enduring it this year.
I know.
And
I
they've
know.
been really positive through it, I got to be honest. So we're going to talk to some of our seniors tomorrow. We're also going to have Coach Derek Anacino to talk about the big football game.
Coach
and that's going to be
Anacino's
Friday. Sorry. Whoops,
Yep.
not tomorrow.
We got a couple of players for tomorrow. We've got a couple kids in studio, a couple of our seniors. We have some video interviews with them,
Yep.
utilizing the nice
Make you
weather from
five.
last week. Don't forget, class of '83. We got a spot reserved for you here if you can pick it up, as Sam Guerri's challenging you to. Last we checked, class of '96 with their donations are holding strong.
Yep.
2 more days, AQ. Thanks for everything. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.